Let me ask you an unscripted question about
it.
Achane, completely unrelated.
Okay.
But based on what you just said, do you think that there is a chance in hell that he could reach 2,000 scrimmage yards? Because you said he's at what, 16?
He's at 16 and change.
And we have 3 games left?
3 games left. So he would need like 150 yards a game-ish.
I mean, fuck, that's what he's basically averaging.
Right?
He's averaging 142, I think, a game.
I think he could get it. Ironically enough, it would be a way more national story if James Cook and freaking Jonathan Taylor weren't also doing the same thing. Bro, which is wild to me to have 3 running backs.
I genuinely think he would be in the, and maybe this is my homerism, but he'd be in the MVP conversation, in my opinion, if he, like, in the conversation.
On a good team, yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Well, because Jonathan Taylor was in the MVP conversation when the Colts were winning.
Mm-hmm.
Now that they're losing, nobody's talking about it. Right? Yeah, crazy. All right, man, let's move into storyline number 3. The run game versus Cincinnati's linebackers. We just talked a lot about the run game here. So when you look at this matchup, where does Miami actually have the advantage in the run game?
That's a good question. I think it's, in the gap, we've been running very well inside lately. Our offensive line, I think, during this winning streak, and I'm going to say during this winning streak, even though we just lost, have been actually playing better than I could have ever imagined. Aaron Burr has turned his game up to even another level. Jonah Savaiinaya has settled in and is playing really genuinely solid football for a rookie who struggled mightily early. I mean, we thought one of the high, like, really bad bust potential. Right? I mean, at the early season, Patrick Paul, I never hear his name, which is exactly what you want from an offensive lineman.
Exactly.
AJ settling in. So, I mean, our Daniel Brunskill, offensive lineman number 6, who's steady in the rotation now.
Yep.
I think, playing big like we have been with a fullback and 2 tight ends and a running back and 1 wide receiver in Waddle, I think is the best thing we could do, because I think Cincinnati has struggled with gap discipline this year. Mm-hmm. I've watched some of their games. I did a little bit of research before the show, and their second level tackling has been questionable at times. Yeah, and I think where Miami in previous years has heavily leaned on the outside runs, which we still do from time to time. We've seen a resurgence in the inside run game over this last maybe 6 or 7 games, and it's been working really well with the combination of Achane, Ollie Gordon, and even Jalen Wright. They're averaging, like, Ollie Gordon and Jalen Wright over the last handful of games have averaged 4.7 and 5.2 yards a carry.
Jeez.
So keep it up. It's working.
Right.
Or I'm sorry, that's a lie. I totally just read the wrong numbers. They have been averaging 4.2 and 4.7 respectively.
I mean, respectively. Still, that's a first down if you run it 3 times in a row, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Just throwing that out there. Listen, Cincinnati's run defense is atrociously bad. Like, really, 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 really bad. They've let up 2,200 yards rushing on the season, which is good for dead last. They allow 157.9 yards per game, which is good for dead last. Because obviously all the bye weeks are done for. So, Mike McDaniel's game plan coming into this should be to run the ball, keep the ball out of Joe Burrow's hands
3 times.
So we probably won't run it at all. Yeah, no.
We're going to pass it 43 times.
2-to-1 pass ratio, 3-to-1 pass ratio.
3-to-1. We're going to lean into it.
Listen, the biggest thing for me is that Mike is so quick to go away from the run if it stalls even just one time.
Well, here's a question for you. If the run game does stall, do you think that Mike McDaniel will stick with it, or will he just abandon all common sense and go back to, all right, Tua, lead us to the promised land?
I mean, I think he has to stick with it. These stats are not a lie, right? The defense hasn't magically gotten better all of a sudden. It's not like they were missing a superstar that they got back suddenly. It's just a bad Cincinnati defense this year, and kind of everybody knew that they were going to be bad this year, and they thought that, Burrow could outpace anybody, and then Burrow gets hurt, and now they're 4-10, right? So it's like, this is a bad run defense, Mike. Believe your eyes. You're watching tape all week. You know the stats, you know the tape, you know everything that's gone on, and you see that they cannot stop the run. And you have a premier rushing back. So, hey man, the easy call is usually easy for a reason.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Josh from the 305 Gridiron Post would like to ask you a question, Mike McDaniel. If that's true, which totally makes sense, last week's game against Pittsburgh, when they led up consecutive back-to-back games of 200 plus yards rushing, why didn't you choose to continue to run the ball?
Oh, because I'm an idiot. Yeah. They keep talking about giving me my job back next year. I don't really want this job because I'm sick and tired of having this job. I look like a drug dealer now. I came into this looking like a nerd. Now I look like a drug dealer. I need to get out of here.
They won't let me leave.
They won't let me out.
Blink twice if you need help.
I'm stuck here.
That's some Stephen King level fucking horror right there.
Oh, God. All of that to say, storyline number 3, our run game for Cincinnati's linebackers should absolutely dominate them, but we'll see what Mike chooses to do.